Black Bears
versus Dubai.
Hello and welcome to Cowdrey Park Polo Club. Welcome to Cowdrey TV and to Polo Line TV. You join us here in the iconic setting of Cowdrey Park Polo Club for day 2 of the quarterfinals. It's been a great weekend so far. 18 teams have been battling it out. We've had 4 tough qualifying matches for these teams. We've had nail-biting overtimes. We've had tense penalty shootouts. And it's brought us here. This is day 2. So, teams that made it through to the quarterfinal stages were undefeated Titans, La Dauphina Great Oaks, and they had a win yesterday. Undefeated Green Army, 5 times winner of the Gold Cup, Dubai, made it straight through. Talandrakis with 3 wins and 1 loss. Queen's Cup winners, Talandrakis, they made it through. La Dauphina Mura Sanctus, the other organisation from La Dauphina, slow start, but Adolfo put them through to the quarterfinals. And the new kids on the block, Valhalla, the ones that everybody wanted to see, they made it through as well. Now, we had 3 teams coming off the back of penalties. King Power, Black Bears and Desert Palm, the second organisation from Dubai, just snuck in. Black Bears, Guy Swartzen's back, just snuck in, and King Power. Now, big names have gone. UAE, Park Place, now Desert Palm. Brings us up to the first day of what happened yesterday. Let's do a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We saw La Dauphina Great Oaks versus Desert Palm. One of them undefeated, the other one coming in on penalties. What a match that was. Now, La Dauphina Great Oaks, they kept close, but they were actually behind a lot of the time. Desert Palm found a new lease of life coming into this match. And then it was, we waited, and at the end, there he was. Perotto Cambiasso showed us a little bit of magic and firmly secured La Dauphina Great Oaks, maintaining their undefeated streak into the spot on Wednesday for the first semi-final. La Dauphina Great Oaks through, Desert Palm out. Then it was the one that everybody wanted to see. It was packed. It was the new kids on the block. It was Valhalla. They were going great guns into this tournament. Underdogs, maybe people were saying, and they got straight through to quarterfinals. But it was tough. They were against the seasoned pros, King Power, who have won this tournament 3 times. Could they do it again? Well, they just couldn't quite do it against the King Power, the Nico Pierres, and the Pablo Madonna. So Valhalla, we say goodbye to them, unfortunately, but it's not the last time we see them. And we then welcome King Power into the next spot of the semi-finals on Wednesday. Which brings us on to today. Dubai versus Black Bears. Just warming up down here now. Ali Al-Bawadi's team, Dubai, won it 5 times. Undefeated through the tournament. Looking strong. Hector Castagnola showing us why he's leading goal scorer of the tournament. He just plays the way he plays and no one can mimic him at all. Surrounded himself, Ali Al-Bawadi, Rashid Al-Bawadi, have surrounded themselves with a young team this year. We've got Antonio Heggies, 21 years of age. We've got Belton Laule, 18. And, of course, Heta at 22. They won the Midhurst Town Cup, 13-9. King Power against King Power. They won 14-9 against Sujan Indian Tigers, 10-5 against Marquez de Riscal, and 10-9 against Gascon. Lolo was joining them in 2001. Now he is the coach. 3 times Adolfo Cambiasso joined them. Can they maintain their streak? Can they do it again? And can they get through to the semi-finals on Wednesday? Let's take a look at how they've got on so far in this quarterfinal, up to the quarterfinal stage.
Sends it to Castagnola. Castagnola to the left-hand side of Will Harper. Hector Castagnola. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Out the air. Hector Castagnola. No mistake this time.
Drives a shot right into the middle of the field. And onto it nicely there was Al-Bawadi. Oh, it was Al-Bawadi before. He's hit a good pass up to Heggie. He's up at the front. That's great play from the whole team. And a superb goal. Well done. Great goal from Dubai. Special mention there to Rashid Al-Bawadi. Starting the play in the middle and making the pass up to the man at the front. Well, standstill. Chops that one forward. Oh, it didn't get away out of the danger zone. Backhand coming in. And Laulay comes onto it. He opens up another backhand toward the goal. Heta's there to finish it off, and that's a tidy little goal. Wow, great angles there from Dubai, and Heta's put up 2 already.
Well, mighty Dubai there. Will they can carry on? Will they get the 6th win of the Gold Cup? They're undefeated and they're looking mighty strong. And their opponents, we see the return of Guy Schwarzen's Black Bears. Now, they came in 7th place team and they had to fight to get here. They had to fight on penalties. It's so good to see Facundo Pierres playing alongside his brother Gonza again. Hazel Jackson, the leading female English professional. She's out there holding her own and absolutely smashing it this tournament. And Guy Schwarzenbach will be so happy that his team has made it here to the quarterfinals once again. They had 2 wins and they had 2 losses. So a bit of a bumpy road for the Black Bears. But there's one thing. They know what it takes under pressure. And Facu and Gonza certainly know what it takes to win. Let's have a look at see how their bumpy road made it to the quarterfinals.
Through the goal, so we'll start again from the back line with Facundo. This time hits hard and left to Gonza. Gonza goes wide. Nice. Using the space. First time Gonzalito puts it up as Hazel runs forward for the pass. It's a beautiful passage of play there for the Black Bears. Definitely well rehearsed. Hazel's coming through onto the 60-yard line. Didn't quite get the angle on that one, I don't think. Yes, it did. Great goal. Wow, beautiful polo already from the Black Bears. What a team play. Plays a backhand for Gonza, who'd already turned for it. Gonza could break away with the ball in the air there. That was beautiful. And he has got away here with that approach shot, picking it out of the air. Here's the one more. He's put it onto the green. Tap shot finished. There we go. That was a beautiful goal there. So quickly these guys can turn it around. Bit of magic between the Pierres brothers is all they need. 3 goals to 2. Hold it a little bit, take it closer to the goal, take a shot from under the neck. That's a lovely play from Black Bears, and it's gone through the goal. Lovely start for Black Bears. Well played, Facu, and good job from Guy Schwarzenbach as well to get there first to the backhand. Facu comes in, giving it back to Gonza. Now Facu again. Facundo takes it himself this time, up over the halfway line, driving fast and furious through the middle here. Facundo Pierres straightens it up. He's got Aznar to beat. Facundo, he's beaten him, and he takes a shot at the goal, and he's done it. Facundo Pierres. Wow, magic. He can pull out the magic when he needs to, and that horse was fast.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in and tuning in from around the world. We hope you enjoyed those highlights videos of those 2 teams, Black Bears and Dubai, and their road to the quarterfinals. And what a great road it's been. 2 very different teams coming into this quarterfinal stage. Let's have a look at the team rundowns here, the lineups. Dubai, we've got Heta Castagnola of 10 goals. What a player. Number 1, Rashid Al-Bawadi at number 2, 2 goals. Antonio Heggie, number 3 at 5 goals, and at the back, Beltran Laulay off 5 goals. 22-goal team. Black Bears, Guy Schwarzenbach at the front. He's off handicap of 2 goals. Hazel Jackson having a brilliant tournament so far. One of the leading female English professionals here. 2 goals. Gonzalito Pierres at the 3 position, number 8 goals, and 4 Facu Pierres at the back. So good to see Gonza and Facu playing together. 10 goals for Facundo Pierres, 22-goal teams. And there he is, the man, waiting. Now, he certainly knows what it takes. John joining me, John Kent here, up in my co-commentator. He certainly knows what it takes to win a tournament, and he knows what it's like to be under pressure. He actually thrives on pressure, he's often said to me in interviews before.
No, he does. Thank you, Carl. It's great to be here with everyone. I was down in the pony lines beforehand, and you know, you wouldn't have been able to tell there was any pressure whatsoever. Facundo, Gonza, Hazel, I was talking to about, all so calm. But yeah, great to see Facundo back here in this quarterfinal. We were chatting before the game, Carl. It's amazing. You know, we've got this new generation of players. Heta, Barto, we saw playing yesterday. Obviously, Perotto, who's there. But this generation of peers, as Facu, Gonzalito, Polito, Nico, we could be in a situation where three of the teams of the 4 are going to be led by these peers.
How exciting is that? That name. It just, like we said, it doesn't seem to go anywhere, does it? It's just Pierres, Gonza, Nico, Facu, Polito. I mean, and what amazing players. What a dynasty. And the father watching on, the mother watching on. It's unbelievable. And I love watching Facu and Gonza. I meant it what I said. I love watching them play. They're just so good together.
Yeah, we talk so often how combinations, and we talk about, you know, they really gel well and they really know how to play with each other. I mean, that absolutely personifies what Gonzalito and Facundo do out there.
So let's just have a look at the leading goal scorers, actually. That's a beautiful shot. We're setting up for the semi-finals and the final. Look at that big circus, big tent there in the blue. We've got Heta is leading. I mentioned it in my opening talk there. 32 goals. He is top goal scorer. 32 joint, actually, with Francisco. Sorry, Fran. I thought you were on 31. So he's 32. So Heta and Fran lead on 32. And then Barto, brother to Heta, brother to Camilo there, 29 in 3rd position. Cruz Heggie having a great tournament. He had 29 goals and 4. And Pablo, King Power, Pablo Madonna, 29. Okay, there are our top goal scorers here. And we're just taking a time here. John, just watching Hazel. I mean, what a great season. Her first time in the high goal. And she is absolutely rocking it and leading the way for women's polo.
Yeah, so good. I mean, a player who has, you know, led the kind of the charge of a ladies polo alongside the likes of Nina Clarkin, Leah Salvo, and it's so great. We saw, obviously, you know, Nina Clarkin won this tournament, being a sort of 3-goal full professional.
2003, Hilden Sport.
And you know, Kaylee Smith, she won it last year. But I have Hayley out there as one of the professionals and going at it with these players. It's been great to see, and you know, really exciting, like you say. And
she's always sent to do the hard work. You know, she's there to mark that man and to clear that way. So Facu and Gonza can do their work, and she is working so hard from the moment she gets on that pitch. That first chucker, she is non-stop till that end bell of the 6.
Yeah, and superbly mounted as well. I mean, Facu has handed some of the horses over to her. She's got some of her own out there as well. She's really done so well over the past few years, building out that string, and has had it sort of supplemented as well this time round by the Black Bears. And we see Guy there alongside Rob Cudmore. Great to see Rob and the organisation.
Yeah, Rob there, been a big part of Black Bears now over the years, helping Guy Schwarzenbach get his team rallied up and coached, ready to go for this quarter-final stage. They've had a bit of a bumpy road. We talk about Dubai a lot, so let's talk about Black Bears, because Dubai obviously have won this tournament 5 times. They're undefeated, they've come in. But Black Bears have had a really, let's call it a bumpy road. 2 wins and 2 losses. They had to come in on penalties. It wasn't exactly a plain sailing run for them.
No, it hasn't been. But again, King Power, they had the same run. Desert Palm, they had the same run. But when you get the players of the class of Facundo, like you saw yesterday, Barto and Juan Martin Nero, as it eventually was, who ran La Dolphina Great Oaks, Nico and Pablo McDonough coming good. When you have this class of players, it's never an easy ride against them, no matter where the momentum lies.
So, Lolo, he obviously had a loss yesterday from the second organisation from the Dubai camp, the Desert Palm. Had a little loss there. And we say goodbye to Desert Palm, La Dolphina Great Oaks, coming through, taking the first spot, and then Valhalla, the ones that we talked about at the beginning there, everybody wanted to see, and what a story that's been. Literally the word for me is epic, but they just couldn't quite do it yesterday, but what a match and what a great run for Justin. And that left King Power to come through to the next semi-final stage.
No, exactly. We're also going to go live on the ground as well now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good afternoon to you all here at Cowdrey. We are live streaming around the world and here, pitch side at Cowdrey Park for the first quarterfinal of day 2 of the quarterfinals. This is Black Bears in the black versus Dubai in the green. And what a great afternoon we have. 2 matches today. Each of these matches are battling it out for a spot in Wednesday's final. Heta Castagnola coming out on Lovelock's Fidel, Rashid Abawadi on Sevillana, Antonio Hegi on Melba, and Beltran Laule on Bondi Beach. Quick lineup for the Black Bears. Let's have a quick look at their horses coming through. We've got a lot of open horses from the Facundo Pierres strain. We've got Guy Schwarzenbach, Supernova, Hazel Jackson on Santiago, Gonza Pierres on Arca, and Facundo Pierres on Shakalaka. Flag is flying high, the British flag, John. It's all about England today. Obviously, those of you that might not follow football here around the world, we are in the Euros final this evening for England. It's quite a big thing for us.
Carl, tell the Argentine football fans it's all about England with their Copa final as well.
It's all about their what?
Copa America. We're international
Soccer.
here, Carl. Yeah.
Okay. Umpires, Jason Dixon, Tim Bowen, and Peter Wright are officials. Peter Wright, our third man. Jason Dixon and Tim Bowen are mounted officials, ready to start this match. Here we go. 6 juckers. Dubai, 5-time winners of the Gold Cup. Black Bears coming in from penalties and a 7th place team into this quarterfinal. Who will win and take that spot for Wednesday?
So ball goes in at play. It's out the back of the line out straight away. And there is a player running away. It's going to be Heta Castagnola. So I know it's Hegi running up to goal. He's clear through our front. Heta Castagnola with a tap towards the score. And that is danger for Black Bears. Heta Castagnola on Fidel. We mentioned earlier that pony scores a goal. And what a start, Carl.
Yeah, Lovelock's Fidel coming from the Hanbury Lovelock's department. And wow, wins the line out straight away. Opens up the batting and sets out the stall from the start. We win the line outs. We will score. And if you let Heta go, he will make the most of every play. 1 on the scoreboard very early on.
So Heta Castagnola out there, as he mentioned, on Fidel. Already winners of Best Playing Pony prizes so far this year. Now, what can Black Bears do to respond straight away? But they've given it back to Heta Castagnola. Castagnola opening it up here. The 10-goal young superstar. Heta Castagnola sends it long down the ground, looking to see if he can bring Hegi into the play, but written out the play. A wonderful play by Hazel Jackson, turning it back around, but they've conspired to leave behind. It's Hegi with the next shot, and it's nearly a great start again for Dubai. But 1 goal to love, it stays.
Definitely. Confidence flying high in the green shirts. You don't just win a Gold Cup 5 times and not come into it. A huge organisation. Two teams this year. Desert Palm that unfortunately couldn't hold off La Dauphine Great Oaks yesterday in the first quarterfinal day. And Lola Castagnola, father to Heta, will be watching hard. So Facu Pierres with Gonza in behind as Black Bears have possession.
So Gonzalito Perez picks it up. The older brother of Facundo gives it now back. Now watch for Gonza running down at the middle of the ground. Oh, it's there. Facundo Perez hits it into the pony there of Heta Castagnola. The 2 10-goal players getting close there.
Just see what the umpires decide on this. Jason Dixon. And we'll see. I've just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, the opening score, or should I say the quickest goal, 27 seconds is the record. 27 seconds. But actually, I think that first goal of Heta would have definitely rivaled 27 seconds scoring a goal from the start of a match. So let's keep an eye on Heta. He's leading goal scorer. He shoots. He hasn't got it. He has. He's got it. He has. Straight through. Wow. John, I mean, he dazzled us in 2019 when he put Dubai in against overtime in King Power. Those of you might see that. He was 16 years of age, played a next shot, and his game is just getting better and better. He's 22, and he is flying.
No, there's nothing you can do about that. The ground is expected to be a little bit slow after all of the conditions last night, but when you do that, it doesn't come into play as he comes out again. But this time is turning. There was Perez. Hit the backhand towards the boards, but once again, you just see how continuously Dubai will always have one of the players, and now it's Heggie waiting for head to Castagnola. Castagnola picks it up. Hazel Jackson getting involved, but it's there head to Castagnola. Facundo Perez knows he's got to be the player to stop head to Castagnola here in his tracks on Shakalaka, as it's still head to Castagnola. Facundo Perez breathing down his neck. Antonio Heggie will look to get it. Great play. Hazel Jackson does get him, but there is Laule. Laule with the backhand into the pony, goes up over the boards. And we'll see which way the umpires give this drop ball. It's going to go in favour again. And well, Heta just tried again. It's this kind of distance. Thought about it. Facundo Perez thought he was going to, so turns back round. Still Heta just teasing. Use it. It's for cool. Oh, he's not going to like that one, the umpires.
No, whistle will be blown on that one. I mean, Facundo was thinking he was going for the big one. He did put himself sort of to block, but umpires have decided that they will move the penalty in favour of Black Bears. So, middle of the field. Just Dubai there, playing the ball into the Black Bears player. Facundo Perez will take it. Gonza goes for the run.
So Facundo Perez using Gonza this time as the decoy. So behind him now will come for Gonzalito, but he's just gone for right-hand side. Now Gonzalito Perez taking on head to Castagnola. In there comes Heggie. Just a little touch on the ball. Deflects off the legs of the pony and gives Antonio Heggie a little bit of space now just to turn it round. Hazel Jackson covering, but the umpire's spotting something on the ground.
Yeah, Facundo had actually dropped his stick in that process, but that was really nice from Heggie. They stopped. Dubai's players stopped to pick up the stick for him and passed it back to Facundo. So good sportsmanship there from Dubai. Beltran, actually, it was Beltran. It was Laule. Just passed that back to Facundo. But they've changed horses anyway, using that break in play. And Dubai have possession. They bring it up the field. Oh, that's cut shot a little bit too angle, I think, there, John. I don't think he's expecting to go that far out because it's gone straight to Gonzalito.
Yeah, didn't quite get the angle right. He'd sent Antonio Heggie up, but just a bit too much cut. So here now with Gonzalito Perez. Look at the work again being done by Hazel Jackson, allowing Perez the strike. I think that was going through. Guy Schwarzenbach looking to finish it off, but goes right.
What a great shot from Gonza. Really nice. Had the angle. Next shot across. Just unfortunately, Guy couldn't quite get onto it. He did play the next shot about half a metre to the right-hand side of the post. But nice try, Black Bears, just trying to keep them in their ends. No, don't let this Dubai team stretch them up the field.
So now it goes out left-hand side, looking for Laule. It was good work being done by Rashid Abwadi to give them a space to get the two players to take on Perez. So it's still here now with Laule. He looks to see where Heta is, but Facundo Perez just jumps in. Is he going to get it through Heta? Yes, he does. These two teammates, of course, in Argentina now, Heta Castagnola and Facundo Perez, but no love lost between the two as Facundo Perez takes it to the left-hand side of Laule. Now goes in between all of them. Antonio Heggie getting involved. All the names of World Polo getting involved, but it's now here for Laule. Oh, he was gone, but he just left it behind. He's backed up by Heggie. Heggie ridden out by Perez. Hazel Jackson couldn't quite get away from Heta Castagnola, who comes on for play here again. Heta Castagnola, he's already got two. Is he going to get his third goal of this opening chuck? No, he leaves it for Beltran Laule. In comes Schwarzenbach. Good pressure by Guy as it's there again with Heta. Heta just a little bit too much on it. Or can Abwadi get there? It's going to roll up towards the back line. Abwadi got a touch, but it does eventually go wide to the left-hand side.
Wow. Good, strong stuff from both teams. I was just watching Hazel Jackson there, really trying to go to Heta. and try and cause a few issues for him. And then the ball popped up back to Heta, but no luck in trying to finish that in the goal. Just ran wide. Black Bears have it in, and here we go once more for an attack for the Bears.
So Facundo and Gonzalito looking for each other all the time out there. Gonzalito, he eyed that one up, just didn't get the cleanest, but now Hazel Jackson, look at that by Jackson in front of Heta Castagnola, but Gonzalito was beaten to it by Laule. Laule, finalist in this tournament last year, of course, with this Dubai side, turns it back round. He's got Heta Castagnola free to his right-hand side, and that's where he goes. Heta now, look for Heggie. Heggie, oh, that's where it was going. Ooh! Castagnola's down, the horse is straight up. We'll have a minute just to take a breather.
He's straight up, ladies and gentlemen. Straight up and straight. That's one of the best ways to go, if you can go straight down and straight back up again. Both horses and players. Let's give them a round of applause. Minimum amount of time on the floor, and he rolled it out. Well done, Heta. We're glad you're okay. And the horse is okay. Just a little slip there as the horse went underneath, and luckily nobody rolling on top of each other. So we're going to give Heta definitely a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, to catch his breath. He's definitely going to have a few sores after that. Check his pony over, and we'll have a little bit of a reset as we start back up very shortly. Yeah, John, it's I mean, those falls are never nice, but what was quite, he lost his shoe in that process as well. I can see Facundo Pieta's just picking up the shoe, so it might have been that he overreached, might have caught his shoe, but the horse just sort of slipped from underneath him there. Double check that he's okay. Horse looks okay. He's obviously went down on his leg, but what's nice in those falls, I guess, if you've got to take a positive out of it, is that the horse didn't roll onto him and he didn't sort of get his leg stuck underneath. Look, I mean, look, he's already ready to remount, so this is fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and fast enough and momentum carries him, right? It is. We should talk about the conditions. There's been so much rain here the past week, so we saw it yesterday. So the ground a little bit slippy, as they do show a nice round of applause here.
Two goals to Dubai. Black Bears yet to score. It's going to be tough. They've had a bumpy road coming into this quarterfinals. Black Bear with 2 wins and 2 losses. But if there are 2 men that know how to deal with pressure, it is the brothers Gonza and Facundo. He thrives on pressure. Having a chat with him over the years, whenever he's in a final or a semi-final or a quarter-final, he loves to have that pressure on top. It's a drop ball. It'll be a drop ball awarded to Black Bears. And away we go. Reset time, back in momentum. Not long left, only 15 seconds.
So Facundo Perez just taps the ball now up towards the waiting Antonio Heggie. Facundo Perez, Guy swatching back, had got some space after good blocking work by Gonzalito. Guy, he's hit the cut shot. I don't think it's going to quite find the angle, and it may yet stay in play. No, it does go back line.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the buzzer. That is the chukker. Dubai Open, 2 goals to Black Bears 0. But a good start from both teams. Very interesting to see how this pans out over the next few chukkers. Those of you on the live stream, we'll see you very shortly for the second chukker. Don't go anywhere.
Black Bears.
versus Dubai.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a nice shot of Facundo getting ready to remount for his second chukker. We are going to go through the horses for the second chukker that we have here on our list. Black Bears, Guy Schwarzenbach is on Cheetah. Hazel Jackson coming out on Tromba. Gonza is on Iquem, and Facundo Pierres is on Silhouetta. And we'll talk about Tomba and Silhouetta very shortly. Both Facundo's horses. Hazel using a lot of Facundo's and Black Bear's horses for the run out. Dubai. Here comes the best playing pony many times. Hector Castagnola on Galaxy. Rashid Albawadi on Anastasia. Antonio Heggie on Pulpera. And Beltran Laule on Duet. And Galaxy, bred by Luke Tomlinson, actually. Baymare. Hector Castagnola. La Bonita Galaxy, the full name.
So ball on the back line, and it is going to be Hector Castagnola on Galaxy to get us underway. Now watch this beautiful grey Duet owned by Beltran Laule. Laule looking to pick it up now. He's got Facundo Pierres breathing down his neck, but he's Beltran Laule. He's got the space. We saw his younger brother playing yesterday, Rufinho, as Beltran Laule looking for Castagnola. Great play by Hazel Jackson, getting there first though, but Laule once again turns it back round. There is Heggie with the drive. He was looking for Castagnola, but Gonza Perez, he comes on Akema in this chukker. This one will come back later on in the game as well with Gonzalito, so keep your eye on it as it's now with Hazel Jackson. Jackson hooked out of it again by Hector Castagnola, and he just brings the ball back underneath his spell. Castagnola in between Perez and Jackson. Jackson was close, but not quite close enough as Hector Castagnola told to use it. The umpires are happy. The forward motion was there. Now, does he go for the next shot at the angle? He's more than capable, but decides to leave it instead for Laule. Laule, he's about 40 yards out. Looks to send the flick pass through. The Castagnola, the play, the combination work is wonderful. By Castagnola comes through, but the whistle goes. Hold on before you round of applause.
Yeah, whistle went. Clock is stopped. Great play by Dubai, pass and play, but there was an attack from Facundo Pierres in defence against Hector, and he went on one side and the other and caused a foul against Black Bears. So they take a spot penalty and they take it quickly. Facundo, he's got Gonza running up to the left, Hazel to the right.
Yeah, I really like that by Gonza. He didn't get the ball, but he just took away Antonio Heggie to allow Facundo Pierres for time. And look at Hazel Jackson. The confidence there of Jackson to find Guy Schwarzenbach. Schwarzenbach now looking to take on both Abwadi and Antonio Heggie. Heggie comes in on the near side, but he gives it back to Schwarzenbach. Hazel Jackson really fighting hard out there. It's great work being done by Hazel Jackson, but again, as it so often does, falls on the end of Hector Castagnola's stick, bringing it round. The confidence of a young man just to now take it back into his 30. Dances another dance to the left-hand side and now brings it under his control in front of Hazel Jackson. Still, Hector Castagnola. Jackson reaches out. Gonzalito Perez, he's also in close attendance, but Hector Castagnola, it doesn't put him off as he takes the ball up towards the halfway line. Sends his players on the way, and the pass is glorious as he looks to bring Heggie into the play. It's going to go all the way. It's Heggie with the tap to finish it off. What a goal!
Oh, we've had another slip. Just another slip down in the goal mouth. We'll just make sure that he's okay. Nice little conversion by Heggie, but just as he checked up there, Pony went down and he slipped down, but he stood back up. He's all good. That's 2 slips so far for Dubai. Just in the goal mouth there, we have had a lot of rain, as we talked about. The ground just a little bit sticky and a bit slippy at either end. What a pass and what a finish, John.
Yeah, he just plays a different sport to people at times, Hector Castagnola. He
Unbelievable.
went all the way from his own corner. He had Gonzalito Perez, Hazel Jackson right around him. Got the space. They were watching him still. Antonio Heggie just goes and he sends a 150-yard pass under the net right in front of the goal.
I mean, when you get told this morning, Hazel, she gets told, right, you are marking Heta, and I want you to stay with him and do not let him out of your sight. I want him on your hip at all times. What do you think Hazel said? I mean, truthfully, what do you think she said? I'm going to ask her when I see her. What do you reckon her first word was?
You sip your coffee, you smile, and you say yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Here we go. But it's, no, I mean, as we say, she has ended up a long time behind him, but you also, in this game, Facundo Perez, he's going to take it on himself a lot to go to Heta Castagnolo. We've seen him do it over the years. I remember that final he played with Park Place a few years ago when Facundo Perez knows there's one player. He doesn't mind getting in and doing that hard graft, and you see him doing a lot of it here today.
Yeah, absolutely. I just, yeah. I mean, it's 3 already, 3 in the second chuck. I was just looking there at Heggie. He's bless him. I mean, they're laughing and joking about it, so I'm okay to sort of comment on this in a jovial way. But he had an injury, didn't he, earlier on in the tournament where he got caught by a stick and he cut his chin, and he was playing for a while with a massive big sort of band-aid, if you like, big bandage on his chin. He's now getting given a plaster to put on his forehead. So I think for him, lots of photos of him playing the English season, the Gold Cup, just covered in plasters.
But yeah, I mean, it was your words, Carl. You called him a gorgeous man when they sort of did that viewpoint of him, and I don't think
he is gorgeous.
The plasters and the scars, it adds to that image, almost the Heggie image, and that maybe the look he's going
the
for. The
chiseled jaw with plasters all over him, but he can still pass it off. So he's just getting a little bit of attention down there. We can see on the screen. So we're just waiting for him, but they're laughing, they're joking, and he's just making sure that he's all okay. Those of you on the live stream, please make sure you keep up to date, not just with the Gold Cup, with everything around the world, in France, in Spain, all the Polo Line OK on Insta, Polo Line INT at Facebook, and Polo Line TV on YouTube. And we have got so much polo. We had over sort of 38 matches or so, under 40 matches before we got to the quarterfinal stages. And then we have the quarterfinals, 2 days of quarterfinals. And an amazing semi-finals day, which goes in history, John, doesn't it? With some of the best polo played in the world, on one day, a semi-final, and then finals. And there's a couple of people on their phones right now, and I think he's keeping up to date. You might be listening to our live stream via the Polo Line TV app, John.
I would
so.
say that's exactly what I would hope to do. But yeah, obviously a great app. You can follow everything going on around the world. We're off here on Polo Line. We're in Spain. From next month, we're in Chicago, we're in France. We've got such a great lot of coverage coming up for you all to view.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think every year the coverage gets better and better. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give him a round of applause. He's good, he's back, he's on. And Dubai restart this second chukker. So we'll see how this affects the momentum that was flowing, I mean, firmly in the Dubai camp at the time, but might have just given Gonza, Facu, Hazel and Guy a little bit of time just to have a bit of a chat maybe and just to regroup on horses and their plan going forwards. Let's hope they can get on the scoreboard very shortly. The ball's in and play continues, falling to Gonzalito on the grey, but there's a whistle. So the ball came out. It was hit by a Dubai player, and it came in, and Gonza came in front of the Dubai player.
He was claiming he was being pushed. That's certainly what they're saying to the umpire, and there were men riding off or players riding off behind him. But it was a tough decision, but I think it's probably just about right.
Hard decision against Black Bears, unfortunately, but we have Gonzalito was just either whether he was pushed or whether he was in the way. They didn't like where he was, and Dubai had the line, so they have awarded a penalty. The first one of the match so far. And it goes to this man, the 22-year-old Camilo Heta Castagnolo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Textbook goal. Straight through. The flags go up. Struck it beautifully. And on the replay that we have here, the ball just sailed high, rugby conversion style. Slightly to the right-hand side with a bit of wind there, but it did pop through. So 4 goals already in this second chukker and plenty of time to go, John. Black Bears, they've just got to regroup, and Hazel's just got to keep up with that Heta. Tough job for her.
So players back in. Black Bears, was there anything more iconic than seeing the Black Bears on the greys back in the 90s and early noughties? And here we go again as it's sent down the ground by Antonio Heggie. Heggie looking to give it to Castagnolo. He just seemed to find an extra little bit of speed there. Head to Castagnolo in front of Facundo Perez. Turns it round on the near side, taking on the 2 Perez brothers by himself there. Head to Castagnolo now has some support from Beltran Laulay. Still, head to Castagnolo. Gonzalito Perez waiting with him. Facundo still not far away, but he's got it again. Look at Head to go. He just dances round them and now opens up the speed. It's up to Guy Schwarzenbach. Guy Schwarzenbach just does enough and eventually runs out of space over the back line.
Yeah, Dubai just very threatening at the moment. Every time they get the ball, they make a play and they make it count. Black Bears on the back foot a little, bringing the ball in once again. Facundo, Gonza on the grey, decides to go left. Hazel's up there, trying to drag a man. Guy Schwarzenbach comes through as well. Gonza coming down at 100 miles an hour, picks up the ball.
So Gonzalito Perez running. Rashid nearly got involved, thought better of it, and the backhand played eventually by Laulay. But Black Bears, as they get into the Dubai half, they need to start converting these chances as Guy Schwarzenbach gets there on the near side. Confident enough to take it away from the waiting Heta Castagnolo, but just rushed in the end, and Heta pounces. Heta now on the near side, so good at that play, but he's left it behind. It's stolen now by Facundo Perez. Perez ridden out the play well by Antonio Heggie, who hit the backhand back into space, but Gonzalito Perez picks up possession. Stolen away again by Heta Castagnolo on the near side, takes it back into his own half as we go into the final 2 minutes of this second chukker. Castagnolo just left it so much space there, but he's able to come back around as Facundo Perez. Now he waits. Again, a trio of Black Bears players. One of them needs to stop Heta Castagnolo as he sends it up into the air. Laulay takes it up the air with the volley, and now Facundo turns it back. Gonzalito looking to run for deep. Gonzalito, has he got room? The crowd cheered, but the umpires say no.
Oh, wow, the crowd. The crowd are with you, Gonzo, on that one. I think the whistle was blown just as you came in front. And that is unfortunate because I think, John, he would have taken that and he would have gone for a nice little run on that grey, Gonzo, I think, and he would have at least got 1 goal on the scoreboard for Black Bears.
Yeah, he was gone, and you can see why he took the risk. You do see so often these days the umpires let it go. He just needed a tiny bit more space, though, for that to be the case. It was the correct decision as Dubai come back.
So Heta take this penalty just from the spot here. Just chips it out of a divot, has a couple of taps. Facundo goes to him, and then Heta's going to decide what to do with this play.
Ooh.
Again, we've had that call already off Heta and Facundo. We had it earlier in the first chukker. We've just had that call again. Heta and Facundo again. He didn't like it, the umpire. Facundo's gone and changed, John.
Yeah, Facundo goes off and changed, but you can see that. I mentioned a couple of minutes ago that final a few years ago was Park Place taking on Dubai when Facundo was with Park Place. He took it on himself that day to go to Heta Castagnolo to stop him, and it just looks like he's going to try and do a bit more of that as this game goes on.
So, as you can see, it's going up, and it's going up quite far. So we've had a penalty awarded to Black Bears, but we've also been issued a yellow card to Heta for his response back to the umpires. Very strict out there making sure the rules are set and everybody understands it's a 60-yard penalty. This is really what Facundo needs and the team to get a bit of confidence in the camp. But unfortunately, Heta just getting a yellow card there. Great strike. It's through. Nice to see the Bears on the scoreboard finally in the second chukker from a penalty. A tough call and then a yellow card. Back to the middle they go. About a minute left on the clock.
So great penalty strike there from Facundo Perez. Gets his side going. Facundo just trying to get a little bit of space for himself again. Turning it round. He's got Sonny. That was Guy now leaving it for Facundo. Facundo takes it up over the halfway line. Now looking to take on Heggie. Heggie getting involved as it's there still with Facundo Perez on the near side. Takes it right, takes it left again. This is what Facundo needs to do, and he needs to get a score from here. Great work by Schwarzenbach. Facundo Perez, cut shot. Has he found it? I think it's just wide to the right-hand side, but better from Black Bears.
Yeah, absolutely, John. That's what Facundo does. It's that engineering of just trying to take it into certain plays that suck all the other members to one side, allowing that little bit of a room. All he needs is a couple of meters just to get that shot off. And that was close, just a little bit to the right-hand side. But you can see them thinking now. There is the first buzzer, I think. Was that? No, it wasn't. It's 10 seconds to go still.
So Dubai come with Laule. Behind him there again is Heta Castagnola. Castagnola to the right-hand side. Look how Laule just goes to Gonzalito Perez as we do hear the buzzer. Facundo, though, he comes in. The umpires, are they going to let it go this time? Yes, you could see the space as he hits the backhand. Just about stayed up there, Facundo Perez, as it goes into the open ground again. Facundo, he's trying to get more and more involved in this game. They want to get one more chance as they've got about 10 seconds to go. Can Antonio Heggie go? It's Heggie now here on Lord's ground number one. It's Heggie against the clock. Decides to keep it close. Antonio Heggie with the bounce of the ball. Can he find it in time? Antonio Heggie, the buzzer went. I think the buzzer might have gone. We'll see.
No goal. No goal. The buzzer had gone. I can see the umpires signaling. Unfortunate there. Wow, literally denied 2 seconds. 2 seconds that would have gone in. Ladies and gentlemen, 4-1. For Dubai and Black Bears at the end of the second chukker. We'll be back very shortly for the third.
Black Bears.
versus Dubai.
Welcome back, everybody, from around the world. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us here for quarterfinals here at Cowdrey Park for the British Open Championships. It is a beautiful day. Yesterday we had sun, then we had rain. Had a lot of rain, but we actually have quite a nice day today. Black Bears, let's have a look at the horses. Guy Schwarzenbach on Mentolada. Hazel Jackson on Crystal. Gonza's coming out on Noticia. And Facundo Perez on Open Impuntual. Open Impuntual. Great horse.
Yeah, this is the horse of Facundo, right?
Yeah.
We look out and
This
we
is
get
the one
ready.
we need some goals, I think.
Yeah, year after year we see that this is such a good horse. His breeding's amazing. I mean, he's all on the Ellistina horses, obviously, but every single horse that he comes out on.
He's just super well mounted, isn't he? Super well mounted, and we love. I mean, I personally love his horses, and I think a lot of people have now play the open breed, don't they? And the breeding program, his stallions and things over the years. Let's have a look at the Dubai horses. Hector Castagnola's coming out on Sibla. This is a really nice horse. Watch out for him on that. Rashid Al-Bawadi on Shalita. Hegi's on Batidora. And Beltran Laule is on Reventada. I think he had a great game on Reventada. I remember that from one of the qualifying games. And he just came out and just seemed to play a couple of goals higher. Lots of people enjoying themselves here. Having a picnics on the side. There's quite a lot of people here, John, isn't there? It's great.
There's a lot of people in very different conditions.
Yeah.
And you were on the beach yesterday commentating, but oh God, I mean, we were torrential.
We got it too.
So as we let get going here.
So here we go. Ball's in. We start the third chukker. 4 to Dubai. 1 to Black Bears. Right on the danger line. And Facundo's got it, but he's got to pull it out. He's got to get it away from his goal area on Open Impuntual.
So Open Impuntual, it's amazing horse. It was nearly stolen off him as we speak, but the umpire's just saving him as Hector Castagnola turned around and put it through the goal.
Yeah, this might help them. I feel like a lot of engineering and sort of clever play is going to have to happen from the Black Bears team in order to clamp down every single one of these green shirts. Such a strong team, undefeated coming in to this tournament. Midfield penalty to Black Bears. Gonza goes for the run up high with a white helmet. Facundo's there on Impuntual. There's the long strike. High and long. Will it drop to Gonza? Kind of. Nearly. Cleared and finished by Guy Schwarzenbach. What a goal. What a pass. And that's how they've got to get some goals on the scoreboard, John.
Yeah, Facundo putting it right there. A wonderful 5B. The way they strike the ball, these guys.
So Hector was just a bit too short for Hector. He had to reach back for it. And Guy was just in the right place at the right time.
Yep. 4-2. Guy Schwarzenbach. Great to have him back out in this high goal with Black Bears. A team so famous under his father, Schwarzenbach. Winners of this tournament themselves, of course. But they've got Hector Castagnola once again coming at them. Hector Castagnola to the right-hand side of Hazel Jackson. Dances to the left. Now has a look up. He's about 50 yards in goal, and he takes on Facundo Perez for speed. It's Hector Castagnola using the blocker there in Antonio Hegi. He's got the net shot. Hector Castagnola, what a score.
What a dance. A dance around the team is all you can say. He went left, he went right, he cut it back inside, he left 3 or 4 men, and then the classic neck shot, the only one that he's just unbelievable at those neck shots. And there, boom, on Sebra, he scores another goal. Hard work for Black Bears. Dubai certainly showing them that this is how we're going to do it for the next few chukkers.
So again, Hector Castagnola just giving himself a little bit of space as he takes it up to the halfway line. He taps. He's got Antonio Hegi close by. Taking away Hazel Jackson. Rashid Al-Bawadi doing a phenomenal job out there on Facundo Perez. Opens the shoulders. Didn't quite get the distance nor the accuracy this time round. So Facundo will come back onto the play. Oh, it's stolen. Oh, no. It's stolen. There comes Guy Schwarzenbach. The umpires stop him. What a steal there by Hector Castagnola.
Wow. I think Facu thought he had more time. He slowed it down. Hector did a sort of a hook and a forward shot, but then Guy came in to try and defend, but umpires have blown the whistle. And I think it was for Guy. Unfortunately, with that backhand, in a desperate attempt to stop it from going through the goal. He just, unfortunately, came in front of the Dubai player. And they have awarded a penalty to Heta. Second one for him. Here we go. Along the ground, and it's through. Dubai again converts 6 goals now to 2.
Players back in at the centre of the ground. Ball goes in play now. Can Black Bears find their way back into it? They've got to go from here as it's there with Schwarzenbach. Schwarzenbach taking on Heggie, but Heggie was strong to it as Heggie using there the blocker in Albuadi. Turns it back round. He's got Laule in front of him. Heta Castagnola coming in behind, just swooping up and taking it away. Now it's Heta Castagnola looking to add another one here to the goal tally as he now takes it up towards the halfway line. Schwarzenbach, he's gone back. He's got Facundo Perez to his left as Facundo Perez this time. Oh, for a second he had for better, but look how Heta Castagnola just ushers Facundo out the way, takes control of the ball, still under pressure from Facundo Perez, using the blocker superbly there in Laule now from about 70 yards out. Heta Castagnola goes left again. Eventually Facundo does manage to stop him, but there's another whistle.
Well, that was a little dance between the two, Facu and Heta. There was a couple of things there as we took it across. Heta took it across. Facundo tried to go in. Heta then brought it inside. Facundo tried to go for that one, but umpire didn't like what they saw. And it is a penalty to Dubai. Might have been for the Facundo. Just try to reach through on that stick, on that hook, John, to stop Heta as he cut back inside, literally dancing around with that ball. I love the way you said ushered. Ushered Facundo. I mean, it was a crunching ride-off, but it was smooth and it was effortless.
Yeah, it's just how he gets that ball. It's always on the end of his stick, even under pressure. It's amazing.
30-yard penalty. And it is Heta. And it's through, along the ground. Heta Castagnola, another one for him. Penalties are coming a few too many times for Black Bears at the moment. Half-time talk, I think. Rob Cudmore organising the camp down at Black Bears, just to try and reset and maybe do something different in the second half. But we continue now with about 2 minutes, 40-odd seconds on the clock as Dubai have momentum again.
And again, it's Heta Castagnola. This time chooses to keep it close. That's why it's so tough. You never know what he's going to do as he now looks to pick up the run. Hazel Jackson, she needs to be quick, but Castagnola was quicker, but he just takes it out to the right-hand side. Appeals by Jackson, but the umpire's happy, and his Guy Schwarzenbach bringing it away now for his Black Bears side. Guy with the pass down the ground, looking for Hazel Jackson. Didn't quite get the accuracy, spun back round, and it comes between the two 10-goalers again. Facundo Perez, big neck shot. He knew exactly where Gonzalito was going to be. Beautiful play between the Perez brothers. It goes up down the ground. Looking to join the third brother, of course, Nico Perez, already in that semi-final. Guy Schwarzenbach told to hit it. He eventually did get a touch, but he's just given it straight back again to Heta Castagnola. Heta, Gonzalito's got to get him. Dali is the cool as Gonzalito goes back. He just looks behind him there. Heta Castagnola and falls now for Jackson. Jackson, great tail backhand there by Hazel Jackson. Big bump and a ride-off. And now Facundo. Oh, he was gone, but he just slowed it down. Watch now for Guy Schwarzenbach. Hooked out the play again by Antonio Heggie. Heggie, son of Pepe Heggie. Antonio now looking to take on Facundo Perez. Great to see this young player, Antonio Heggie, but it just goes up over the boards.
Wow, that was certainly swinging both sides there. Guy Schwarzenbach coming in there. Great play from him, trying to get that ball. Hazel Jackson with a great backhand, but Dubai just returning it. Laule, Heggie returning it again, but it's a ball in possession for Black Bears as they fire it up this time. Can anybody get on the end of that for the black shirts? Gonza does.
Gonza does, but the defense by Rashid Abwadi is good as Hazel Jackson now beaten to it again by Castagnola, but great play by Hazel Jackson and she's still got it. Wonderful for 10-goal lady player Hazel Jackson. She went for the cut shot, left it though for Gonzalito. Gonzalito went for the same, but he couldn't find the accuracy, and there in defense, but drawing a whistle was Antonio Heggie.
47 seconds or so, just under a minute on the clock. Whistle blown. Hazel Jackson doing a cracking job there. Whistle on the play right in front of goal. Which way is it going to go? Looks like it's going to go in favour of Black Bears, but we'll wait for the umpires to decide on that one. There was a green shirt from this angle, looking like it had come in front of Gonza as he was trying to get that ball into the goal. And a couple of changes, even though there's less than a minute. A couple of horses being swapped out, ready to go. After this, it's half time. We'll have treading into the divots, please, everybody. If as many people as possible could get out there, help this pitch. Got a lot of polo that is played and a lot of polo to be played. And we've had a lot of rain. So as many people as possible, we would love you to be out there and get these pitches ready for Wednesday and Sunday. Penalty taken for Kundo. Another one. 2 penalties he's taken. 2 he has scored. 7-2 to Black Bears, but it's a big gap. 7-3 with that penalty, but it's a big gap, isn't it? Coming back to the middle, 20-odd seconds on the clock.
The ball goes back in play, and once again, it just every time it seems to land on Hector Castagnola's stick in the line out when he needs it to stop any comeback. Before I could go, and it's Hector. He's gone round the left. Hector Castagnola with the tap, with the score. Hector Castagnola.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. From the line out, he just managed to keep it. He had a lot of pressure from Gonza. He had pressure from Facundo, but he just seemed to keep it close to his stick and a little tap in. Ladies and gentlemen, that's half-time. Dubai firmly in the lead. What a first half. But it looks like it's going to go this way again if Black Bears can't do anything with it. 8-3, half-time. See you shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Still, he gets to the right-hand side of Jack Richardson. He's just got a bit of space now. McDonough, oh, what a pass. Pablo McDonough looking for Top. Top picks up the approach shot. It's going left. Can he finish it off? What a score. What a finish for Top.
That was a fantastic goal. Well worked from the King Power team.
it's going to be Torgatar on the run. Torgatar, he's gone here for Talon Drakkers. Rochi Torgatar on that horse next. He's on his own. Hits the green grass of lawns in front of Rochi Torgatar with the cut shot. And what a finish by Torgatar. A beautiful score there by the young man, Rochi Torgatar.
Here's Perez. Finds the ball at the back of the line now. Perez, 3 runs ahead of them. Look at this, nice approach to him. Looks good. He's just going to tap it in. Can he stop? Perez will make light work of this, surely. It's a formality. Lots of space here to bring it a bit further. Belon's coming in to make the challenge, but he's run round the side there. The Goose had to come in onto it. Doesn't get his backhand. Polito somehow, like a magician, snuck past everybody and put it through the goal. It's a big one. Wow. No whistle for the umpire. Look how quickly Talon Drakkers come in and sweep. And look at Lucio. He is 5, 6, 7 lengths to run. Look at this horse go. Opened up, flat out. He is back. It's Lucio on the run. Alexander Lucio. Oh my God, this is going to be the best goal of the... Here we go. Will he do it? Ale Lucio!
Black Bears.
versus Dubai.
Welcome back, everybody, to Cowgie TV and Polo Line TV here. We are halfway through this match. If you're just joining in, Dubai versus Black Bears. Now, Black Bears have had a bit of a bumpy road to this quarterfinal, and they have a bit of a bumpy road during this match. They are down quite a lot coming into this second half. Dubai with the momentum in their tails and undefeated throughout this tournament so far, certainly showing them how they are going to play. 2 in the first, 4 goals by the end of the second, and 8 going into half-time. And only 3 for Black Bears. 2 of them are penalties from Facundo. So, yeah, a little bit of a tricky one here for the Black Bears team. But we're here, the sun is shining. There are a lot of people here for quarterfinals, which is so good to see. Let's have a quick look at the stats here. We've got 4 to Dubai field goals, 1 from Black Bears. Throw in 7-5. I mean, they are winning the lineouts very well indeed, and Heta's just flying off from those and converting them. Fouls, pretty similar actually. Lots of fouls in the first half. 5 to Dubai, 6 Black Bears. Penalties have been converted. The Dubai have had 4 penalties, so they've converted those. Hence their goal scoring are a little bit higher from those penalties. And a yellow card for Heta in the first half, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's really looking very like a Dubai win. But, hey, it's half-time. Anything can happen in the second half. Hopefully, Rob Cudmore has had a chat with his Black Bears team and Lola Castagnola, the big powerhouse of the Dubai infrastructure. There is Ali Al-Bawadi and Louisa Dorney having a chat. Ali looks quite chilled, quite relaxed there with his sunglasses on. Louisa Dorney, massive part of that giant cog that gets this team around the world.
So we're back underway here in this second half, and Facundo Perez, they came undone in that first half in the lineouts, but great work there by Al-Bawadi, but Facundo still goes. Heta Castagnola comes in. Facundo on the near side, leaves it for the brother Gonzalito, but Heta close by stops him before he gets going, so Facundo now comes back round. This is a player, Facundo, up there as one of the very best in the world. Do not count out the Bears yet as Gonzalito sends it into the pony. The umpire's happy though as Laule gets in front of Perez. He somehow found the angle on the cut shot, and now it's up to Heta Castagnola to take on Schwarzenbach. Heta running to the left-hand side. Schwarzenbach going back at speed on the grey. Heta coming across, but great defensive work by Schwarzenbach, and he gets a tail, but it's only got as far again as Heta Castagnola. Heta now in between the Perez's, and Facundo steals it away, and there was a little bit of a late whistle.
Well, good defence from Guy. Wasn't a great backhand in the fact that it didn't go too far. He tried. Heta jumped back onto it. Facundo came through to try and steal that off Heta, but the whistle was blown as that sort of tackle was made, so to speak. And the umpires didn't like what they saw.
There is a conversation going on with the third man, it looks like, just to confirm. There was space out in front. That's what Facundo's claiming, so we'll wait and see.
Yeah, Facundo's having a chat with Timban. Just trying to explain that where he thought he was, they will go to the third man if we need to. Peter Wright. Very important call this, as if win can go in Black Bears' favour, which it doesn't. Another one may be on the scoreboard for Dubai. They are awarded a penalty. Very rare to see Facundo make a mistake like that. So, Heta will circle up for this 30-yard penalty. Straight through. Flags go up. Another one for Heta. 4 penalties he's taken so far in this match, and all 4 he's converted. They've had a lot of penalties, actually, that they've taken throughout this first half, Dubai. And the goals are going up very, very quickly. 9-3.
So another one for Heta. He's back up there on Lovelock's Fidel here in this fourth chuck. And look at it go. It's Fidel running away. It's Heta Castagnola. They've lost another line out. It's Heta Castagnola all on his own. He's got Lawns one to play with. Heta Castagnola with the tap, just toying there with the defence, with the score. He is so good out of those lineouts.
Yeah, he started this chukker on Lovelock's Fidel. He won the lineouts. Just a little burst of speed there. He's just jumped off Fidel, and he'll come back out on something else. But you win those lineouts. He's gone. He's gone. He just leaves everybody behind. Super well mounted. And they are just not capturing. He scored a few from the lineouts already in this half. They're just not managing to clamp him down on this one. Now, Gonza gets it this time, but Heta wasn't in the lineout. Lucky for them. Comes off a pony. Whistle on the play. Gonza holds his hand up, Heta holds his hand up, and the umpires say, we don't like that. Just Gonza there hitting that ball, just caught the side of Heta's horse.
Yeah, it sounded worse, but I think it was just because it hits that part of it. But
Part of that muscle,
the horse looks fine.
Full of a lot of muscle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like you say, the umpires will just call that, and they've actually asked him if he would like to change. And he is actually going to change. I mean, the horse is fine, I think, from what we can see. And he said it was fine, but I think they're taking all precautions, John, and Going to quickly change horses for Heta. Quarterfinals and Lawns is super busy. It's great. I think everyone's just really happy that it's not raining and that we've got some form of summer. So the ball has been taken up to the middle and has been placed now in the middle of the field for a midfield penalty to Dubai for that unfortunate strike from Gonza. Unintentional, of course, but umpires have called it. Midfield penalty, and it'll be Heta. It'll be really interesting to see now. Will he go himself? Will he keep it for a while? Or will he just launch it like he does? Little tap. Another little tap, just waits. Gonza's waiting to see what he does. And he decides to go himself out wide to the right-hand side.
Yeah, so Castagnola goes right. Slight change of tactics in defence for Black Bears, sending Gonzalito in, but result is the same as Heta Castagnola. He just turns it round on his sixpence. Heta Castagnola about 50 yards out from goal now. Takes it towards the boards for next shot in for Pony of Hazel Jackson, but he's still going to get another chance on it as the ball heads towards the back line.
Couple of changes coming up. But yeah, I think that ball came in. Hazel came in to try. But the whistle was blown, I think, before the ball went off the line.
Yeah, they did blow Heta again just for hitting the ball there into the Pony of Hazel Jackson. A little bit close again. But Gonzalito Perez with the tap. Beginning to see the lorries driving in for the 3 p.m. game as well. The fourth and final quarter-final taking place on Lawns ground at number 2, 3 o'clock here, as Facundo Perez looking to take on Heta Castagnola to the left. Gonzalito Perez waits in behind. Gonzalito picks it up. He's got Hazel Jackson stretching the play as well as Guy Schwarzenbach. Gonzalito, though, keeps it to the left-hand side. The Black Bears side, they need to start making some inroads here in this fourth chuck as Heta's got it. And he's got Heggie all on his own. He's spotted Antonio Heggie, and he's put it right up onto the doorstep. Antonio Heggie, the cut shot to finish it. Heggie with the score. We saw them combine a very similar goal earlier, and Antonio Heggie makes no mistake.
Yeah, managed to see and spot Heggie right at the top, and Heta does so well. You'd never know what he's going to do, whether he's going to run it in or he's going to launch it. And there, waiting, all on his own, unmarked, was Antonio Heggie, just to finish with a little tap shot to the right-hand side. 11-3 is the score. And Heta back to him again.
So Heta this time leaves it behind and Facundo able to pick it up. Facundo taking on Rashid Abwadi. Facundo, last year's beaten finalists, of course, Dubai. For one change to the lineup, Antonio Heggie coming in. He'd actually played for the Black Bears last year, Antonio Heggie, so he'll be enjoying this chance here in the quarterfinals as Facundo Perez takes it to the left. All the players crowd behind him. Facundo looking to go left. Antonio Heggie gets the hook and Heta Castagnola. He's the first to turn around. Watch for Laule. Laule wants to pass and Laule gets delivered a pass. It's Laule running away from Guy Schwarzenbach. Quick Schwarzenbach. He looked like he had the speed, but Laule catches him. It's Laule with the extra space. Belta Laule leaves the ball behind and Gonzalito Perez clears with the near side backhand, turning first. It will be Antonio Heggie again. Antonio Heggie looking there for Heta Castagnola, and the provider turns now for Heta Castagnola. He's got another one. 12 goals to 3.
Yeah, super stuff from Dubai, as always. So tight, always stretching, always pushing, and just opening up the field, letting go of those horses. Just an edge of horsepower on top of the Black Bears there, constantly pushing. And Laule, what a great little run from him. But Heta finishes off 12-3 in the third with about a minute and 40-odd seconds left to go in this fourth chukker.
So it's Gonzalito Perez. Gonzalito. Facundo calls to a pass, but Gonzalito goes to the goal. Hazel Jackson's got to put the pressure on. Laulay, great defensive play. Can they turn around again? Not before Gonzalito Perez can get there for Black Bears. It's Gonzalito with the cut shot. It's going to roll close. It's going to go through Gonzalito Perez. They needed that. Can they now come back again?
Yeah, a tough one for Black Bears, but a great finish from Gonzo. He actually took it round. Guy did a great job at just sort of keeping Heta out the way, and a little cut shot in from Gonzo just puts Black Bears a little bit more up the scoreboard, but a long mountain to go here as they come back to the middle with really not long left in this chukker.
The ball back in play. Head to Castagnoli. He was returning on a fresh pony, so he's going to rely on his young teammate Heggie to win the line out, and he did, but it's stolen by Facundo. Facundo now, and look at Gonzalito come in front of Abwadi. Gonzalito now in front of Laulay. Beltran Laulay comes back. Great play by Laulay. Hazel Jackson stolen away by Head to Castagnola. Castagnola spins it round, and the overlap could be there. And look at the pass by Head to Castagnola, looking for Rashid Abwadi. It's Rashid Abwadi for Dubai. He picks up the bounce of the ball. One more to go for Rashid Abwadi towards the goal. Rashid Abwadi, 13-4. You can't stop it.
Mighty Dubai on the attack again. 5-time winners of the Gold Cup. Just deciding to destroy the opposition with goal after goal. And what a nice see there from Heta up to Rashid. Lovely to see him up there scoring a goal. First one of the game. And boom time. We're already on 13 goals to 4. And there is the buzzer. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for both teams at the end of the fourth. Dubai 13, Black Bears 4.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity, a reminder of how humans could be: sincere, trustworthy, and respectful. When we experience their companionship, we feel an indescribable warmth and connection. It's as if they are teaching us. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honouring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Black Bears
versus Dubai.
Well, welcome back, everybody, for the fifth chukker. And welcome back if you're tuning in from around the world. Just what a great goal we finished there with Rashid Abouadi. Interesting stat for you. Out of the 13 goals, 10 of them have been scored by you-know-who. Heta Castagnola, 10 out of the 13 goals for that scoreboard. That's pretty impressive, John.
The other three, he's kind of just put 5 yards out from goal for, well, actually, no, Rashid's was a bit further away, but Antonio Heggie certainly had those two just in front of a goal. I mean, it's unbelievable how this boy plays.
The way he passes is fantastic. He just spots and just manages to get it exactly where they want it. So, Facu Pierres coming out on Atrevida. Hazel coming out on Tomba. And game has started. We'll come back with more horses very shortly as the man, the young lad, 22 years of age, dominating this game and showing us how he likes to play polo, is on the ball.
Yeah, head to Castagnola. He's going to go for it. He sends it long. Why not? He opens it up.
Oh,
wide
my
left.
Lord. But why not? Why not? Why not have a go? Unbelievable. The confidence, even when he was 16 and he hit the high goal with his brother, Barto, he has just grown year on year, and we are seeing why he is all of that 10 goals, every single piece of it and more.
So the tail backhand played there by Laule. Look at the next shot by Hector Castagnola. That is textbook. And they're gone again. It's Hector finding Antonio Heggie. Antonio Heggie with the first shot, with the second. Picks up the bounce. Pires is coming back. He's not going to catch him. Antonio Heggie. It's another assist for Castagnola. Another score for Heggie. Those two combining so well.
Well, whether it's Heggie or whether it's Laule, it is always passed up beautifully by JC. That's what I'm going to aptly call him now, JC.
And that's that difference. I mean, they've returned a trio of the finalists from last year. Laule, Hector Castagnola, Rashid Abwadi, of course. But Antonio Heggie, a very different style player to Ben Sedon, who was in that team. He just gives them a little bit more push up front, and it's so effective, as you're seeing today, as it's here now with Laule. Laule takes it out from behind and picks it up. Beltran Laule with the next shot, but it just deflects, and it's going to stay in play here for Laule.
A whistle on the play just at the bottom end there. Couple of sticks in the air. Laule running down the line. Facundo Pierre is behind. And it was because of Facundo. He was on that established line. Back out on Duet the Grey. Laule came out earlier on him, on her, and he is back out on again.
So Facundo Pires with the shot. They're not going to give up the Black Bears. Facundo Pires and Gonzalito, they've come back for more, but against Hector Castagnola, ooh, a late whistle, I wonder.
Yeah, late whistle as well.
Was it a foul or was it someone saying something? We'll see.
Tim's pointing, Tim Bowen umpire, towards up the field.
Yeah, so a late whistle. I just wondered for a second whether you saw Gonzalito appealing, whether they were going to say something, but they're just explaining there to Hector why it was a foul and the decision they'd made.
Yeah. Last thing Hector needs is a yellow card, but the last thing Black Bears need is a yellow card either. So 14-4, I mean, look at the score. 10 goals in it. And we're in the opening of the fifth chukker. But Cowdrey's looking good. We're getting ready for a semi-finals on Wednesday, the final on Sunday. The big circus tent is up. Infrastructure's being built. The pitch is being prepped. So much polo played. Under literally nearly 40 matches have been played before we got to this stage. 18 teams. We had some nail-biting overtimes. We had some penalties. And we find already La Dolphina Great Oaks are through. And King Power are through. Here comes Facundo with a penalty. Back out on Galaxy. Oh, no. A score and a beautiful one for Facundo. Straight through. 14-5 as they come back to the middle. Hector on Galaxy. Here we go. Line up, they say. Nice big. Will he win it? Heta always wins this line-out. It's time now for somebody else to win it. No, he's been past it by Heggie. And now Heta's in control. Rashid's going for the rise and the run. And there's the shot up to Rashid. It's going all the way. Rashid just needs to finish it. Will he get there in time? Gonza starts to... Oh, and it's over the back line. But again, they're so strong from the line-outs.
Yeah. They were down by 6 it was at half-time, but 4 of those goals just come straight from the line-out for Castagnola. That's how important those players are. As Gonzalito sends it out to the left-hand side, looking for Facundo. What can the brothers do? Gonzalito runs to the left. He now has to look up to see if he's got a runner in Guy Schwarzenbach, which he does. Guy Schwarzenbach now looking to take on Albuadi, but the defence of Albuadi was nearly good, but Guy Schwarzenbach coming back onto the play. Schwarzenbach reaches out behind him. Now head to Castagnola. Just taps it out right. Good play by Hazel Jackson and Schwarzenbach. What a pass that is, but it's taken away again by Laulay. Laulay hooked up the play. Gonza Perez gets there. Gonza just turning it back round. Nico Perez, their third brother, already in the semi-finals on Wednesday. We will see the cousin Polito in the next game at 3 o'clock. It's Gonzalito Perez. He makes some space. It's Gonzalito. He looks to go. Oh, he's left it behind at the last. And it's gone wide. No, Facundo's there. Facundo, now it does go wide.
They just can't seem to get it in those posts, can they, John? It was just so hard. Gonza just couldn't finish it off. He got hooked out, though, really nicely by Laulay on Duet. And then Facundo came in, but he got taken out by Heta. Just the green shirts, always on a black bear.
So ball goes out right. Laulay beaten to it by Facundo, but the umpires stop him in his tracks.
And Heta goes and changes onto another horse. Umpires move it against Black Bears and move it up the field. In favour of Dubai. Another penalty for the green shirts. $60 yards to JC, as we're calling him for today. Oh, I can't believe it. He's human. He's actually human. He's not scared of kryptonite, but he's human. Wow, he misses a penalty, but hey, what's 14 goals to 5? That's unfortunate for Heta. Hit a bit of traffic, but never mind. Black Bears might capitalise on this, John, as we go. Hazel goes for the run. Pass up for Facundo. It's gone quite high instead of long, but will she get on the end of it? No, she doesn't. And Guy comes in. Back to Facundo. Back to Dubai.
Rashid Albuadi stays up, but the umpire's going to blow the whistle.
Again, just a little slip there from the back of Rashid's horse. Gonza was coming in on the side, but he was nowhere near Rashid. Looking at the replay there, he wasn't anywhere near him, and just his horse turned tight, and his back end just went down. But really good that the horse managed to keep himself up, and Rashid is fine. And we'll just have a little reset as the whistle's blown. So rolling, no real clear foul there, just one of those things. We have a roll-in from the umpire. So they'll line up and we will restart. But danger area for Dubai. and whether Black Bears can just make that scoreline look a little nicer in this fifth chukker with only 150-odd seconds on the clock. One by Black Bears now. Guy tries to get to it, but it falls once again. Rashid hits it up hard.
So Rashid, our body looks to go, but Guy Schwarzenbach finishing what he started with a defensive play, but it's gone again for Hector Castagnola. But if nothing else can stop him, the umpires may well.
He's got to be careful. I think it was Rashid, actually. It was Rashid, not Hector. Rashid just coming in front, unfortunate.
Great to see, isn't it? Rashid and Hector playing together for so long. Their fathers, part of that Dubai dynasty.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. 2001 was the first year Dubai won the Gold Cup. And with Ali Al-Bawadi and Lola Castagnola, father, was there, 10 goals playing in that Dubai team. They've had it all. They've had the Castagnolas, Adolfo Cambiaso 3 times winning the Gold Cup with Dubai. Ali, Tariq's back now, and Rashid. And a huge thank you to you, Ali, for everything that you brought to the world of polo across the world. Honestly, such a big team and such a great guy. Ball's out of play. Just wonder what's going through Black Bear's mind now, John. I mean, they've got a lot of work to do in less than 1.5 chukkers, really.
Yeah, a lot of work to do. It's still a lot of polo for all of these players ahead in the season as well, so they're going to be mindful of that. As, bringing him across there. It looked like, well, we'll let the umpires have a look.
Yeah, whistle on the plate. We had Gonza storming down at 100 miles an hour. We had 2 green players. We had another black player. And it's Jason Dixon and Tim Bound that are out there, our mounted officials. Peter Wright as the third man. And they have given it in favour of Black Bears. Just a green player being ridden into the line there. Gonza's changed. He's on to sort of flyer. Look, he's come straight back from flying. He says, pass it to me, brother. Pass it, pass it, pass it. And he does. Straight down to him. Can he pick it up? No. Guess who's there? JC once again on the near side. I hope he doesn't mind me calling him JC. I'm just, he's godlike. Say, Jesus Christ, that's why I was going with it, that kind of thing.
No comment. Hector Castagnola coming down the board now. Look at it take on Gonzalito Perez. Imagine if Facundo hadn't passed that when Gonzalito was coming on. Anyway, Hector going coast to coast. Can he pick it up again in front of Facundo? No, Facundo this time can stop him. Now, Hector Castagnola, he's out the play. So if Facundo Perez can see a spot, he's going to have to take it on. Looking to find Guy Schwarzenbach in a little bit of space. But this Dubai side, they are giving Black Bears absolutely no hint of an opportunity to come back into it. As I say it, though, Rashid leaves the ball behind. The ball looks like it may well be buried as we hear the buzzer go. Not sure whether a buzzer or whistle came first.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether the whistle came or the buzzer came. Are they going to call that chukker? They are, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, thank you. Show your appreciation for both teams. One more chukker to go. 14 to Dubai. 5 to Black Bears.
Black Bears.
versus Dubai.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back if you're tuning in to Cowdrey TV, Polo Line TV. If some of you here can't make the semi-finals or the final, why not? We want to know. We want you here in person. But if you can't, then please do watch the exciting 2 days of polo on Cowdrey TV. Subscriptions are very, very cheap indeed, and to match some of the best polo in the world for the last final stages, you do not want to miss how it pans out.
The ball goes back in play. 14 goals to 5, and he's off again. It's Hector Castagnola taking on Gonzalito Perez. Hector Castagnola, now he does just slow it down a little bit. The ball will stay in play. Gonzalito tracked him every step. Antonio Hegyi heading up towards the goal as Hector Castagnola turns it in front of Gonzalito. Hector with the shot now, looking for Abuadi, but coming in and stealing it away was Facundo Perez, but stolen again in turn by Hegyi, but great defensive play by Hazel Jackson. There's Hector Castagnola, the big backhand chip into the air. Looking to find it now in front of goal is Jackson in front of Abuadi. Jackson, now the overlap is there. She's quick, and she is. Sends it long, looking for the runner Perez. Perez looking to go away, but instead chooses better of it. He saw Antonio Hegyi and Hector Castagnola both in his slipstream, so just takes control of the ball on the near side, sends it down the ground, looking to see if he can find Gonzalito Perez. Gonzalito now takes it up into the 30. Gonzalito taking on Hegyi. Gonzalito with the next shot, couldn't find it, wide to a right-hand side.
It's nice to always see Gonza and Facu playing together. They've had a long history of being in various teams and also playing against each other. They have a big season in America, the Gauntlet of Polo, for the US season. And they have won the triple here at the Gold Cup at Cowdrey. For those of you that might remember the 3 wins back-to-back for King Power on the 2015, 16 and 17. And that was with Facundo and Gonza together for top Siwat Hana Plaba. That is for the Vichai Memorial Trophy we're playing later on this afternoon, for in memory of Top's father and the late chairman of King Power. Back to the game, John, as Gonza hits it straight up to Guy.
Yeah, Guy Schwarzenbach looking to take on... Oh, it's a great defensive play there by Abuadi with the backhand. Turning onto it again will be Hector Castagnola. Hector goes for the big next shot. Didn't get the cleaner strike this time, but as it tends to, still works out. It's now there in the overlap. It's Hegyi sending it long, and it's 2 Dubai players out in front being chased by Facundo Perez. It's Laulay. Laulay with the approach. Facundo coming. He's not giving him anything. Great defensive play. Facundo Perez, he just reminds them they're not giving up, and quite rightly here, the crowd show their appreciation. Great horsemanship, great horse.
Do you know what? That was effortless from Facundo. He suddenly slipped into another gear as well. And it was just, everyone thought he was going to score Dubai, and then Facundo just comes in, little bump, and that was nice from Facundo. Still reminding them that he is one of the best players in the world. Just a little stop in play. Umpire just looking at Gonza's horse. Gonza asking if he can have a change.
Yeah, even at this stage, I mean, it's 14-5. You'd think, barring a miracle, this one was over in truth a couple of chuckers ago. But it's watching Hector Castagnola, it's watching Facundo Perez, this crowd. You can't take your eyes off them. They really are 2 of the very best in the world at their craft.
Yeah, just Gonza, just watching him there, jumping off Noticia. That was a lovely chestnut with the white face, one of his favourite mares, and he's just jumping on to something else. I'm not sure which one this one is, as it wasn't planned to change so quickly. But that was Noticia, the chestnut that Gonza's just got. But everyone's good. We're all back. And once again, a great appreciation from the crowd as Facundo swept in like an eagle. He was just waiting, and then boom, raced back and just pushed off the Dubai attack for one more time. He's still fighting. We're in the 6th chukker, and you can't say that the Black Bears, with all of their roar, are still not fighting. They're trying out there. They really are. and it's been a bumpy road for them to get to the quarterfinals. They came through on penalties. It has been tough, and when you're up against the mighty army of Dubai, that is a mountain and a wall to definitely get over.
Facundo, he nearly got round this time, but again, the backhand played by Laulay, looking to see if he could find Heta Castagnola. Heta being pressured by Hazel Jackson. What a season, we should just say this has been for Hazel Jackson as well, coming into this Black Bears side. Great to see. She's the very best in the world when it comes to ladies polo, but she has done herself and the sport so proud in this tournament, in the high goal season for Black Bears, as it's left there with Heta Castagnola. Castagnola sends it out left, looking now for Laulay. Oh, Gonzalito swoops in. The umpires, I think you can see what Gonzalito thinks of that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's either just, waving his hand at someone in the crowd, or I think that handshake was definitely for the umpires. But no, unfortunate, but fortunate. So up it goes again. Another chance for the army of the green shirts. Unlucky for Gonza. He thought he was fine. 3 minutes 24 we have on our clock.
We've got to say, Carlos, Dubai do tee this one out. Again, you've spoken about the organisation there of Dubai. Black Bears, it is one of the biggest polo organisations as well. But this team, it only actually came together quite last minute. So to get to this quarterfinals, Rob, Guy Schwarzenbach, brought the Perez's in, and they've got to be happy with it.
60-yard penalty, and it's through from Heta. He didn't get the last one. It hit a bit of traffic, but he got that one. He made sure he launched it up high. And yeah, as we talk about Dubai, we also talk about the established Black Bears. It was a recent team put together actually quite late compared to the Dubai team that were well organised. This Black Bears team came in a little bit later. The team changed around a little bit, and they had a bit of a bumpy road in Queens and in the Gold Cup so far. But they're here and they're trying. And the Schwarzenbach name and the Black Bears name out on lawns once again is such a great sight to see, John.
Yeah, I think one of the most iconic kind of images of that final years ago was Guy Schwarzenbach jumping into a picnic on the side of the ground at the final. When Black Bears, back in their day, with the Estradas as they played with, the Merloses for so long as well. The Pires is entering the fray this year. As Facundo brings it back into play. Gonzalito, they're still not going to give up their running. They're wanting to show that, whether it's this year, next year, they want to come back here. The Pires brothers, as it goes down the line, looking for Schwarzenbach. He won't get there, though, in front of Laulay. Laulay leaves it for Hazel Jackson. Jackson with the shot down the ground. Back in defense goes Rashid Abwadi, and the competitiveness of this Dubai side in a tournament that has been dominated by one-goal games, separating sides. This is they want to really lay a marker going into the semis and show what they are here and what they're all about. The number 2 seeds coming into the quarterfinals. Dubai undefeated. La Dolfina Great Oaks, the other undefeated side, already there on Wednesday as Facundo Perez picks it up. Gonzalito goes down the ground. Facundo beaten by the bounce and spinning round onto it there was Rashid Abwadi, but Facundo, he will have another go. He just looks and lets Rashid come there behind his saddle and goes up now looking for Gonzalito Perez. Gonzalito won't get there in front of Heggie. Heggie with the near side backhand, as there's just over a minute now remaining in this contest. It really has run its course now as Facundo Perez sends it up the ground looking for Gonzalito. Gonzalito with the shot, but it's just not rolling for them. Wide to the left-hand side.
Well, we can firmly say that Dubai have taken their spot in Wednesday's semi-final with less than 45 seconds to go. Black Bears will return, no doubt, and fight their way through. I mean, they had not a bad Queen's Cup. The seeded ones, the King Power as well. They were seeded in this draw, so are Black Bears. There's a shot from Facundo just to get one up there. 6-15. Probably one of the biggest scores on the tournament result list, as you said, John. A lot of these games have gone down to literally one in it. We had overtimes. Very rare to have a game with such a big margin. Will they line up one more time? And who will win it? Will it be Rashid this time? One more run, Rashid to goal. Come on, Rashid. He says, I'll put this one in. It's Rashid. He goes left, but he might have cooked it a little bit too far to the left. He's got to keep it inside, or will it roll over? There's the buzzer. That's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a big, strong, big push from Dubai, telling everybody we're here and we're here to win. Unfortunate for Black Bears. We wish them well. They are now out of the tournament, and it is the third team to go through to join La Dauphine Great Oaks, and King Power is Dubai. We'll see you later at 3 o'clock for Talandrakas, Queen's Cup winners, versus the La Dauphine Murasanctus team. That is going to be one epic showdown for the Vichai Siwat Hana Plaba Memorial Trophy. Thank you all so much, pitch side. We'll see you later at 3 o'clock. Oh, John, what can you do with that?
I mean,
I don't think you can do much, can you?
No, it's impossible. Yeah. When you get him on that day, like you say, ahead to Castagnola, he runs, you can't stop him. You do manage to stop him before he gets running, and he will just send the perfect pass. And I mean, that's where his gain, you mentioned a few times that 2019 team where he scored that amazing neck shot to win that final. But where his game has developed so much is that passing. He really just puts it right where it needs to be every single time.
I think that's really important, because actually for the first year or two, he didn't really pass it around. He didn't control the game. He didn't have the experience. He just was put at the front. He was given the ball, and he would go and score. But actually, his role, even though he's at the front and he plays number one, I mean, he's everywhere, isn't he? But his role now is to learn, only at 22, how do you organize? How do you instruct? How do you puppeteer, if you like, the rest of your team? You're the man. You're the 10 goals.
Yeah.
You're the guy there.
Ironically, almost, it's Facundo Pires came into their team in Argentina with La Natividad this year, and it's probably that caused him having to do that, because Facundo as well, between them, they're probably the two most exciting, alongside maybe Polito, players running to the goal. But you can't have them both doing it, so it's like, right, Heta, let's see now you being the player who does pop it up. And just those passes, it was those ones to Antonio Hegi and that one to Rashid. And you can't stop that.
Well, and Laule, I mean, he literally just popped them up every time. I think, what a team that was, the Navidad team in for the Argentine Open. I mean, we'd like to see how that goes again, wouldn't we? I mean, he's learned, though. He's 22 now. Can you imagine him in about another 4 years? He's just going to be insane.
Yeah, no, and I guess the only question mark is he plays for that kind of abandonment of youth still. But they said that 3 or 4 years ago, like, will there be a time in 3 or 4 years' time when the game becomes, more professional for him maybe, and he starts to think about things more? But you don't see any sign of it. In fact, you just see him getting better.
Very much so. And there's a very happy Lola Castagnola. There's a very happy Laule. He is super happy. He's had a great season, hasn't he, Laule, this year? I mean, came in last year quite new into the high golf, and now, I mean, there's Laule. That was Hegi. I like Laule. I like the way he plays.
I really like the way he plays, and he's added strength this year as well. He was so good last year, but was it 15, so 16 now?
No, he's 18 now.
He's 18 now. Yeah. His younger brother's actually probably a little more physically sized, but he's added some size now, and he's strong. And he wins for his short plays a lot more than you saw last year as well now.
Brother Barto, Castagnola, there he is, comes in. He was playing for Desert Palm. He's out now.
Just adds now to the Dubai tent, the advice they can get. They've got Lolo down there, obviously, as you mentioned. Now Barto's probably going to take on the role and see Lolo there.
Yeah, giving Rashid a hug.
Happy. Yeah.
I mean, what a partnership, the Albawadis and the Castagnolas. You go back to 2001. And the history there, and they maintain that relationship, the Albawadis, through generations. So Ali Albawadi, and then his sons, Lola Castagnola, playing with Ali, and now his sons. It's just, I love polo. I love polo for that. Where can you play high-level polo, a high-level sport, with a generation together, like father and son, Perotto and Adolfo, or daughter, Mia Cambiaso, Lola, Lolo, Barto, it is unbelievable polo, and I love it for that. You can't get that in any other sport.
And I love the whole Dubai thing as well, because Lolo was the main man at Dubai, and then Adolfo came in, and Adolfo became a couple of like the main player for a couple of years whilst Lolo, and then, but like you say, they kept that relationship. It's almost as if Lolo had planned it. He was like, right, I've kind of, I've hit my top, I'm on my way out, but I've got these 4 or 5 years old, probably already worth 8 goals at the time. And he said, you know what? When Rashid takes a couple of years away from the UK season, come back when my boys are ready. They had that amazing team with Nachi Duplessis.
Oh my gosh, it was
they
unbelievable.
Took the tournament by storm.
Yeah. They came in and they just went. I mean, together they are unstoppable. They play a different kind of polo, don't they? They really do. They really do. I mean, he's 22. He's got the world at his feet. There's Louisa Dorney. We talked about her earlier. There's father Ali Al-Bawadi. Super happy, super cool. I love Ali. He's just so cool. There we go.
When you talk about a different polo as well, it's what's so interesting. You've got the brothers Hector and Barto, and you've always seen Gonzalito and Facundo play together. Whereas it seems with Hector and Barto for the UK season, in any case, Lolo actually says, if we put the right players around the boys, it's better making 2 teams because then you get the real running and you get the use, and like it's really interesting how Lolo has gone in alongside Ali Awadi, who knows the sport so well, winner of this, and he said, look, let's go for 2 teams.
Let's have a quick look. I mean, we talk about the goals. It's mainly going to be Hector scoring. I mean, what was it? Out of the 15 or so, he was sort of 12 goals, I think, himself. But then, there's one from Guy. Nice little one from Guy. He had a good game, Guy Schwarzenbach. Just a tough. We all knew it was going to be tough. We didn't realise actually how tough it was going to be for Black Bears. I thought the margin would be. I mean, there's that next shot from Hector. He's just so good at those next shots at impossible angles. Just pops them under. Here's another one. Just chipped it in. Got in front of Gonza. And then a little chip to the right. Pops it in again. Looks over. He's getting cheeky. Looks over to the Dubai camp. I didn't see that before. He looked over, giving a little finger to the Dubai camp as he scored that goal.
He was pointing at Barton when he did that and said, I'm in the semis, buddy.
Yeah, Rashid, boom. Nice little run from him. He had a good game, actually. He was working hard off the ball. And here's another one. Yeah, I mean, this is Laule. That was Heggie. Heggie put that one in. 15-6. Woof. They're certainly saying that they're here to stay. Field goals, 9 to Dubai, 3 to Black Bears. I mean, wow. Throw-ins, 14-10. Fouls, a lot of fouls, 10 either side. Penalties, 3 out of 3 for Black Bears, 6 out of 7 for Dubai. And they were all thank you to Hector. No safety 60s, 1 yellow card Hector got for being a little bit backtrack, but we're all good. So lots of things going on down at the Dubai camp. We're going to get an interview, if we can, with Antonio Heggie, I hear through my ear, which would be super cool.
How do you reckon he's looking with that face bandage? Carl, what's your assessment of him today?
Yeah, I think it might come off. I think it came off after the chuck. I think it was just precaution. Yeah. Do you know what? He looks just like his father. I mean, he's 21 years of age. He's 5 goals. And he's ready, I think. Let's go. Let's go down to Sebastian, down at the Dubai camp. Antonio Heggie. Let's hear from him after his win.
Thank you very much. And here we are with Antonio Heggie. Just got through to the semifinals. Was an expected result, probably, against Black Bears, tough Black Bears?
No, for sure it was not an expected result. I think it was a really tough match, and I think in the 4th checker we scored, I think 5 or 6 goals. I think that makes the difference, but the match was really tough.
If you have to prepare for the semi-final, which is against we don't know who, how you prepare these 2 days? I don't know. You've never been probably in such an important process here in England, but anyway, you have to prepare yourself and the team for semis.
No, both teams are amazing, so it's the same against who. They are both good teams. No, I think we will ride the horses tomorrow. The horses will rest, then we'll ride them and then to the field again. I know I never been in a semi-final, so I don't know.
You've been playing last year with Black Bears. This year you are playing with Heta. How is to play with Heta? How is to prepare? How is to enter the field knowing that you have Geta beside you?
Nah, playing with Geta is amazing. You only have to go with the man and do your things well, and you know he will score like 10 goals per game. He's amazing, and he pass when he have to pass the ball to you. He passes. It's amazing playing with him.
You have your father here. You have your uncles here. I guess they are all telling you a little bit of everything of how to go through this stage. What are the advices that they give?
Now all my family is here, but no, I didn't talk much before the games. Now I'm gonna be with all of them, but now they always give me advices for me to improve. But it's good to have them all here in England.
Thank you very much, and good luck in the semifinals. Back to you, Carl and John.
Well, there we go. Wise words from Antonio Heggie. He's so humble. He is gorgeous. I keep going on about it, but he is stunning. I mean, those cheekbones, amazing. Anyway, Dubai have done it. They've won. They keep going through to the semi-finals. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in from around the world. We're back just before 3, actually. We're going to be going just before kickoff with some live stream information about the teams. Thank you to all our partners, and you've been watching Cowgie TV, Polo Line TV, with myself, Carlo De Martinez, and John Kent. Bye for now.